In this video, I'll show you how to add a column to the end of a table in Excel. This works the same way on Windows, Mac, and Excel for the web. First, locate the last column of your table. Look at the top row where your column headers are and find the rightmost one. You'll know you've found the edge of your table because you'll see the table's formatting ending right there. The filter drop-down arrows in the headers, the banded row styling, all of that stops at this column. Now click on the empty cell directly to the right of that last header. So if your table currently ends at column E, you're clicking into cell F1. This cell should be completely empty, sitting just outside the table boundary. You won't see any of the table formatting around it yet because it's not part of the table. Type in the name for your new column. The text will appear in the cell as you type. Press Enter or Tab on your keyboard to confirm your header. The moment you do this, Excel automatically expands the table boundary to include your new column. You'll see the table formatting instantly apply to the entire column. The filter button appears in your new header cell, and if you scroll down, you'll see the banded rows extend all the way across to include the new column. The column is now part of your table structure. Here are a few things worth knowing. If you add a formula in the first cell below your new header, Excel will automatically fill it down through the entire column. That's one of the best features of working with formatted tables. Also, if you're using structured references in your formulas elsewhere in your workbook, the new column is instantly available with whatever name you gave it, and you can now add data or formulas to the new column just like any other part of your table. That's all there is to it.